What's up, guys? I'm Alex, your 360 trail guide, and I'm super excited to be talking to you guys today because as you can see, I've got a trunk full of gear right now, and I'm heading to northern Utah to bring you guys a very special backpacking destination. One of my favorite ones that I've ever done. I'm going to take you to the summit of Kings Peak.
The trail we're going to take to Kings Peak is called Henry's Fork Trail, and it's located approximately 76 miles southeast of Evanston, Wyoming. Taking Highway 414 through Lone Tree, Wyoming has much better road conditions than taking Highway 410, but neither route requires four-wheel drive. I've rated this trail as hard, and trust me, it is. But I should note I saw children under the age of 10 and even a man with 2 prosthetic legs climbing this mountain, so if they can do it, you certainly can. A couple special notes worth mentioning is the unpredictable weather in Utah's high Uintas. This year, I was fortunate to have beautiful sunny skies for 3 days. But when I did this trek in July of 2015, we had heavy rain and lightning for 3 days straight, and it even snowed on the 4th day. The bugs were out in full force, guys, so make sure you pack your bug repellent. Also, this trail is very popular and very crowded. Both times I've climbed this peak, I was joined by a large group of 15 or more rowdy Boy Scouts. So get a very early start to your summit day, not only to beat any bad weather, but to also find some peace and quiet at the summit. And lastly, the terrain after Gunsight Pass is nothing but loose rocks. So walk carefully and note that you will travel much slower than you normally would. Other than that, you're in for a very special hike, and I'm sure it'll become one of your favorites as well.
Well, here we are, Henry Forks Trailhead. You know, this is a really nice trailhead. It's got a couple bathrooms, but it's also got a bunch of free campsites, actually, and you know, I could see 4 or 5 from here, and there was probably another 4 or 5 about a quarter mile down the road that were completely empty. So if you guys get a late start like I did today, you know, there's options here for you guys to find a campsite. So that's really nice. I'm going to get a good night's rest, and we'll get going first thing in the morning, where tomorrow our destination is Gunsight Pass.
Here we go. The moment I've been waiting for a couple months actually, that I've been planning this. We're starting the trail. Henry Forks Trailhead. Into the forest we go. All right. Well, I know you guys probably don't want to just watch me hike this entire thing, so let's speed things up a little bit and let's go into time-lapse mode. Well, here we are at our first waypoint. Just as you pass this bridge right here, right behind it, there's a small trail that leads that way. There's a small lake called Alligator Lake down that way. Here we are coming up on our next waypoint at pretty much 5.5 miles exactly. This is where the trail breaks off into 3 different directions, and you can read it here. If we go over here to the right, it leads you to Bear Lake. The one that we're concerned about today and the one that we're going to take is straight ahead to Dollar Lake.
Come to another trail junction here. Looks like Horse Ford and West Fork Beaver heading that way. I'll have to look into that. Maybe a future trail guide. But we're heading this way to Dollar Lake. This is probably a good time to go back into time-lapse mode. At this point here, you'll see the junction, the trail junction off that way, and that's to Dollar Lake. Honestly, I've never gone there, but I think that's where mostly everyone goes to camp. But we're gonna stick to the trail here and go just below Gunsight Pass. So we have a little bit of a head start to Kings Peak tomorrow. So just so you know, at this point, Dollar Lake, it's not far that way. We're going to continue forward. Here we are at 8.5 miles since the beginning of Henry Forks Trail, and we're at another trail junction, and this is where the trail to Henry Forks Lake connects with Henry Forks Trail. See where we're at here, guys. 9.23 miles at 11,375 feet. Definitely a good source of water, I'd say. It's very familiar. Yes, sir. There's a fire pit right here, as you can see. Somebody was nice enough to leave their trash right here. Yeah. A room with a view. Just as I was about to start cooking my pasta primavera, that's what I decided on, it started to rain pretty good. I could see it's forming up by Kings Peak, so I had a little bit of advance warning, and I was able to get everything over here and to stay dry. But of course, as soon as I got in here and hunkered down and turned on the camera to start recording, it stopped raining. Hey, check it out, guys. I was a little too quick at choosing that first campsite, so I've actually moved, and I found one that is quite a bit better. Instead of going up like I did right after we got that water from down there, and you come up on this ridge, check out this campsite. But that's not even the best part. The reason why, well, for one, I didn't have any issues of putting the tent stakes inside the ground. No issue whatsoever. But on to the best part. Just a little walk through this tree. Check out the view. I mean, come on. I mean, right? Come on, guys. Seriously, look at this. Wow. If you can't get impressed by this, then I don't know what will. It's amazing how trips can be different each time you do them. 2015 versus this year, 2018. 2015 and years before that, 14, 13, and so on, really starting around 2010, is, I was definitely in a much different place in my life. I was very lost and confused on where my life was going to be heading. So the point that I'm making, not just to pour out my soul to you guys, is, I'm trying to make a trail guide for you guys to come out here and experience this and see this place. But I'm hoping that there can be some little element of inspiration for some of you out there that might be watching this whole video and, saying, yeah, that looks great and all, but I can never do it. Or you never have the time, you never have the money, you don't have the gear, your body's out of shape. The list of reasons why not to is always seem to outweigh the why you should. And when I discovered the ability of switching the scales to why you should versus why you shouldn't, then all of a sudden the scales change when you actually think about it and put effort into it. And we're talking putting effort into your life, into your happiness, to your health, to your overall sense of well-being, of feeling like you're living life to the fullest and being happy. I'm just getting eat up like crazy. I don't have my mask on right now because I'm trying to talk to you guys and have a tender moment with you.
But if you sat here and listened to me this far, then that's fantastic. I know a lot of you are very impatient and got places to go and things to do and people to see. We never have any time anymore. We never have probably one of the most valuable assets, that valuable gifts that is given to us in this life, and that's time. I mean, that's all we get. Once it's gone, it's gone. But the whole point that I'm trying to make, the one thing that I put into my life to take those steps forward was mindful meditation. And my friends know that I preach that all the time, and so far that I've even tried to write a book about it and create a website, which is my first shameless plug, is findyourrhythm.com. Actually, I think it's findmyrhythm.com. But the name of my book is Find Your Rhythm. So anyway, check it out. It's it's all about the necessity of putting mindful meditation into our lives. And when you start doing that, you're going to start training your brain and strengthening your brain to learn how to breathe. Anybody that's researched anything about well-being and meditation or how to find happiness and stuff like that will undoubtedly fall onto authors and many philosophers who have talked about the necessity to be in the present moment of time, to be here, now. And it's when I heard about that philosophy that it made sense to me. It clicked. Okay, let me practice this mindful meditation. And I tell you what, after some persistence, after several months, just a moment clicked with me that I would call just my aha moment. That all of a sudden things click on how I was thinking versus how maybe I should be thinking, and the decisions and the thoughts and the actions that what I was doing before and what I needed to do to get one step closer to where I saw myself down the road. And that was only through daily mindful meditation of teaching yourself how to breathe and be in the present moment. I go very deep into my philosophy or my rationale about meditation and a different way possibly how to think of it in my book if you go to findmyrhythm.com. Hope you like it. Check it out. Leave comments there. Start a dialogue with me. This is definitely something that I think about all the time. So anyways, I've been rambling on, and I wanted to have just a couple moments of inspiration, I guess. I don't know. This is intended to be a trail guide, to give you guys the spots and help you almost explore this trail without ever stepping a foot on it, and I give you all the information that you guys need. But I can't help just the person that I am, a deep thinker, thinking all the time, that I just want to try and help inspire some of you guys and gals, all of you, if you find yourself kind of lost or in the same kind of rut that I described earlier. So that's my best advice I can give to each of you. I'm done rambling. He agrees? All right, that's it. Okay, we're back on the trail here. It's about 5:30. Kind of starting about 30 minutes later than I was hoping, but that's okay. It's quite windy, as I'm sure you can hear. Pretty chilly. I think it's about 40 degrees. All right, here we are.
at the top of Gunsight Pass. That wasn't that bad at all. But when you get over the Gunsight Pass, I mean, first of all, check out this sunrise, huh? Pretty amazing. But you don't want to take this trail that takes you down the valley. That's the long way around. The shortcut you want is favoring the right side. You can clearly see a footpath leading this way, and this would be the most direct route to Kings Peak. So we're gonna follow along this ridge right here. It's definitely a shortcut, but I'm gonna have to do some scrambling right now, climbing up these rocks and going. So it's definitely a climb. That trail down there does wrap around, and you can bypass all this climbing and loose rocks. So look into that. That might be a better option for you guys if you're not looking into scrambling. It's definitely a little bit more of an intense climb, but I'm gonna pack this selfie stick away because I need both my hands to do a little bit of scrambling. So here we go. Well, here comes the sun. Didn't quite make it to the top in time, but first rays are starting to hit me now. But we're nearly to the top of this ridge. Still a long way to go. As it always goes, you climb up one ridge just to face another and another. All right, well, we made it down here. This walk here isn't as tricky as before, as I almost tripped. That's gonna happen a lot today, but I want to film a little bit from down here so you guys can get a sense of this portion of the trek. So many rocks. So anyway, let's speed this up into time lapse. Whoa! Ow! Watch your step. We have just made it to the base of Kings Peak. Still got blue skies. That's probably going to change. So here we go. Up there, follow the ridge all the way up. We'll have to show you guys this view. Check this out. That's the looking west, the West Valley. Right there is Anderson Pass, and our campsite is down there a good ways. But there are other routes to get up to this point from here, from all directions really. I think it's called the Summit Trail, Highline Trail actually, I think that's called. One of the two. Anyways, here we are at the spine. Time to go up. Well, I tell you what, this is a straight up scramble up the Kings Peak. It's pretty gnarly. It's quite the climb. But check out these views. Here we are, home run stretch. Wow, that is one hell of a climb. It's definitely taken longer than anticipated. I think we're going on 3.5, maybe even 4 hours now. That's how it always goes. Things take longer than you anticipate. But this is the last bit. Good morning. Here we are, top of the King's Peak. Check it out, guys. We made it. Well, there you have it, guys. That's King's Peak right there. Came down a little bit over here to talk to you guys, say some closing words before we wrap up this trail guide. It's been one heck of a journey, and if you've watched this video the whole way through, I appreciate it. I mean, just take a look around and I mean, I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. I mean, there's really nothing to say. Just how beautiful this is. But like I told you guys, you can get out and experience things like this. Put some mindful meditation into your guys' life and start taking little steps towards the main goal of where you want to be in life, where the things you want to do, the places you want to see, the people you want to be surrounded by. It's all possible. It all starts with a little spark that can ignite into a fire. Anyways, guys, thanks so much. Hit that like button, subscribe, stay in touch. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Yeah, until the next time, peace.